We are still talking about circle in coordinate geometry. Let's have a look at this example. Circle K has center 0, 0 and the radius 2 units. And we can see that that's the center 0, 0. And then the radius in every direction from the center, you're going to have to, don't forget that, yeah? Straight away as well, we know that if my circle is at 0, 0, this will be the equation of the circle, isn't it? X to the power of 2 plus y to the power of 2, and then on the other side, radius to the power of 2. Then we have point A is on the circle, we have the coordinates, and then we have a square. Okay, that square is not exactly, it's not surrounding the circle. It's a little bit off, isn't it? And then we have that the point C is on the x-axis. We can see that being seen a tangent. So when there is a tangent, what do we know? From the center to that tangent, we have the right angle because that's the radius. And again, here we're going to have, and that's the radius as well, isn't it? Then we are told h is the perpendicular distance, and there we have that from O to AD. And we first have to find the value of that h, give the answer in the form a square root of a. And then once we find the value of h, we will be able to do the second part, which is finding the area of the square. Why? Because the area of the square is the length, isn't it? So from here to here is h, and that is that length h, but then the other side from here to here, that's the radius, and we know the radius is 2. So if I find h, I already know the radius, I know the side of the square, and therefore I can calculate the area. So that's the reason why the question is divided in those two parts. Now that as well shows you that if you looking at, let's say, a second part or sometimes third or any subsequential part, and you you are not seeing the solution, have a look what you've done before. Very often that's what you need to solve the last part. Okay, so back to our question, finding the value of h. Very difficult not to see a triangle here, isn't it? Now, consider, actually, I'm going to show you that here. So look at that. This is radius and this is radius, isn't it? So let's consider this triangle here. So if this is radius and this is radius, which both of them are 2, then what kind of triangle is that isosceles? So what does that mean? That this angle here and this angle here are the same. Now as well, what we know that the x and y axis meet at right angle. So that means that if this angle is 90, then those two together are 90 as well. And since they are the same, therefore, if I divide 90 into 2, we get 45. So I know that each angle here is 45 degrees. Now, when it comes to your question with any shape, whether it's circle or any other shape, when the answer is not straightforward, you always look for the triangle. And usually it would be extremely rare. Actually, I'm trying to think about the shape that it wasn't that. It will be a form of a right angle triangle. And when we have a right angle triangle, what are the two options we always thinking about on our page 16 in our maths table? It will be either Pythagoras or trigonometric ratio, isn't it? Okay, let's therefore draw these triangles. This is the triangle I'm referring to, this small one inside there. So this triangle is saying this is h, this is right angle, this is 45, and this is 2. Now, Pythagoras need 3 sides, while trigonometric ratio need 2 sides and angle. I am looking for h, which is a side, so I'm putting question mark. I have an angle of 45 and I have side of 2. So I can see that for Pythagoras, I don't have one more side, so I can't use it. Therefore, trigonometric ratio it is. But which of the trigonometric ratio do I need to use? Is it a sine or cos or tan? How do I know? Well, I have to put letters to my own triangle. Where do I start? Always with angles. Angles in triangle are your reference point. So this is the angle given to me. Therefore, that angle is capital A. The side that is opposite that angle, that's a small a. Then what's opposite the right angle, that side is C, isn't it? And yes, let's have a look at the table quickly, just that page 16. you can see this drawing here, and you can have angle A side opposite is A, right angle side opposite is C. Now, what letters do I have? I have capital A, I have small a, I have small c. So I go to my table and I'm saying which of those three have those letters. And yes, you guessed it, right? Well, you didn't guess it, you observe it, that sin is the one. So sin of angle A will equal A over C. Let's replace those letters with numbers. So sin of 45 will equal A, which is 8, divided by C, which is 2. So we multiply both sides by 2. So h will equal 2 sin of 45. We put that in the calculator, press equal, and we know it's a square root of 2. So now that we know the value of h, now we can go to that second part and find the area, because the side of triangle is what? Square root of 2 and 2. So square root of 2 and 2. How do we write that? With plus. So it is a side multiplied by a side of the same length. So either we multiply by another bracket of the same value, or we can take that bracket to the power of 2, whichever way you want to do, doesn't matter, will give you the same answers. You put that in the calculator, press equal, and you get that this is 6 plus 4 square root of 2. And that's fulfilled the condition of our answer here.